Alex here, Success Moves Sales. Today I want to share with you the top interview questions to ask salespeople. We've done it for many years now, and we've actually recorded them and the response to them and what it's got, and we've actually scrubbed out a lot of what I thought was good questions in many ways, but they didn't quite work and get to the kernel of it. So I'm going to give you a group under 4 headings. First of all, key facts, then questions to get goals and motivation, then their background influences, which is very important, then a group for testing personality, and then finally testing toughness and stamina, because that is really important in salespeople. So here is a group of questions under those headings that you're free to use whenever you like, and we'll happily share that with you. Okay, I've got 5 first of all under key facts. This is things that are quite often forgotten, but they're really obvious to have a note of them. One, firstly, when is the earliest you can start? And we ask that because we found that those who start quickly are always more likely to succeed. There's a very strong correlation in that. So somebody who can start the next day should always be a preference. 2, have you any holidays booked? You'd be amazed how often a holiday book, when you've organised the training and they didn't mention it, comes up. So do ask that. 3, where do you live? Behind that one is we have most definitely found that anyone who's got more than a 1-hour commute, it really won't work out. They'll get too tired, they'll say they won't, they say they relocate, but they don't. So ask that one. 4, do you know anyone in our industry? You try to find what's influencing them there and what they know about you. Why do they want to work in your industry? Is it very real or a superficial influence? 5, describe to me how you think our office environment is. That's a real eye-opener to how they picture the job. You'll be quite surprised what people answer to that. Okay, they're the key facts that you must ask. Now, over to goals and motivation, which is obviously pretty crucial for salespeople. I've got 12 questions here, which I found really work. 1, very straightforward. What is your top goal? Be amazed how many people find that a very difficult question to answer. 2, which probes a bit deeper. If I gave you £100,000 cash right now, what would you spend it on? That really opens people up. Most people try to think about what you're looking for with the right answer, or what would be good, or maybe the products of your company they would buy. They're the bullshitters. Find out what they really would spend it on and what motivates them. 3, what is your top talent that you are offering us? That gets to the kernel of it. 4, are you happy with a high income commission formula, or would you prefer a basic and lower commission if offered? That actually probes and gets them thinking and shows the real personality there. 5, if you failed at this job, why do you think that would be? 6, 2 words, define success. Very interesting what comes on that one. 7, what do you like least about this job? 8, what do you find most rewarding about a sales job? 9, if you were the lowest in your sales team, what would you do about it? 10, what are you truly passionate about? 11, what is the most adventurous thing you have ever done? And finally, 12, in this category, what is the riskiest thing you have ever done? Those questions really get to open somebody out, and they're very open-ended, obviously, to get them talking. Okay, 3 quick questions to get the background influences. We found this very important. 1, what do your parents do? We found that very important, and quite often parents might have broken up, which could be significant in itself. But what they do might have influenced them. They might have a chip on the shoulder, which makes them very motivated, so it could be very positive. 2, on from that, who is your role model? They think of somebody famous or somebody they admire, maybe a sports person. It gives an indication of what influences them again. Number 3, if we offered you the job, what would your closest family and friends say? Now, we all know that when somebody's offered a job, the closest family and friends are often negative and jealous and asking lots of probing questions, and they don't turn up. So it's a key question to ask, that one. Next category is testing their personality. You can train on sales technique on anybody that's got even a touch of a natural sales ability. But what you can't do is give them a personality, and you really do need that in sales because nobody wants to talk to anybody boring. 1, what do you do in your spare time? We have found that sports and music tend to make the most highest performing salespeople. 2, if your best friend was here now, how would he or she describe your personality? 3, how would you describe yourself? 4, are you self-disciplined? Now, most people answer yes to that, obviously, but you've got to watch how they react to that and if they're really self-disciplined, and ask them to prove it or give evidence of it. 5, if I said you sometimes have to lie in sales, how would you feel about that? What would you say? That's obviously a double tricking question where both answers are potentially wrong. So how they react, if you've got somebody who keeps trying to answer what they think is the right answer, that will trap them out. 6, what do you do? What do you do outside of work that spend most of your money on? Yeah, we found you've really got to get a grip of where their lifestyle and what's happening in there. Okay, finally, testing toughness and stamina. Just 7 here. 1, if in the first few weeks success did not come, how would you react? 2, if I said I don't think you're right for this now and rejected you, what would you say? I use that a lot, and it's a tough question to be receiving on. I only give it to someone I'm quite impressed with, ironically. The weaker tend to ask for feedback, the stronger turn it around. 3, can you make a large number of calls every day, whatever a large number is for your business? 4, how do you handle pressure? 5, how do you cope with rejection? 6, have you ever been late for work? Look at their body language when they answer that to find the real answer. Number 7, does a commission-only based position scare you at all? It's a good question to ask irrespective of what your remuneration package is to get to what really motivates them. Okay, they're the key questions we ask on interview process days, and we suggest them for any of your sales interview that you're having on your own, and we found them quite useful, so happy to share. Hope you found that useful. I'll talk to you again soon. Progress and prosper and do well, and I'll see you soon. Cheers for now.